Barakatayawa, Barakatayawasha, Barakatayawa, Barakatayawasha, Basham, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles, the elders, and salutations to you, sincere brothers teaching in truth and in sincerity. This lesson will be entitled, For All Nations Have Drunk. My source, PressTV.com, article entitled Female Pilots Take Control of First Iranian Domestic Flight, published October 15, 2019. And it states, reports in the Iranian media shows a female captain and her co-pilot have flown a passenger plane, a first in the history of the country's aviation industry. As you can see, the reports published on Tuesday showed photos of the two pilots taken from the social media showing them before and after the two-way flight between the capital, Tehran, and the second largest city of Mashhad, located east of the country. The pilots were identified as Nashat Jahandari and Farazi, both of them apparently working for low-budget airline Zagros, although there was no official confirmation from the carrier. The reports said that it was the first time in Iran's aviation history that female pilots had taken control of a flight totally on their own. My feelings were unexplainable. This historic incident was unprecedented in Iran's aviation industry, and for a first time, a domestic flight in Iran was carried out by two women, said Jahandari, 29, who became captain just 2 months ago after working as co-pilot for 5 years. There was no official statement detailing the aircraft flown by the pilots. However, information released on social media about the weight of the plane and the number of passengers traveling suggested it was one of several MD-80s operated by Zagros Airlines. Unverified reports suggest Iran has fewer than a dozen female pilots. Flag carrier Homa allowed them only last year when a former female chief executive said it had become a policy of the company to hire more women for key positions. Female pilots recruited by Homa, known internationally as Iran Air, have yet to take control of a plane as they continue to work as co-pilots. All right, so where is Iran getting this behavior from to advocate for female pilots? Okay, as well as to utilize social media from the great harlot. Okay. Revelation 17:1. And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 bowls, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sits upon many waters. All right, that great whore is America, and the many waters is classified as verse 15. And he said unto me, The waters which thou sawest, where the whore America sit, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. Let's go back into it. Verse 2, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication. All right, so Iran in this case is advocating for female pilots. All right, now this is a Middle Eastern country. And a country such as Iran does not supposed to advocate for this, okay? They pattern their lifestyle, okay, like we had, according to the law, statutes, and the commandments, how women supposed to be at home and shamefaced. But now, okay, they are doing just like the whore. Women can do whatever they want. Women can be whatever they want to be. And this is going off according to the scriptures. Because males have their role and females have their role. Revelation 17:2, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, leaving their culture and assimilating to America's culture. And the inhabitants of the earth have been drunk with the wine of her fornication. Okay? And this is an example, okay, of America's fornication. Other countries, such as Iran, is pushing for female pilots, as well as social media. Verse 3, so he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman set upon a scarlet beast, full of names, blasphemy, having 7 heads, NATO, and 10 horns, EU. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and this is symbolic for royalty, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations, idols, and filthiness. Why? Because America's state is impure. This is a wicked society of her fornication. And that golden cup just means America is number one in spearheading these other countries to leave their culture and their lifestyle and adapt to whatever America is pushing, which is a satanic vibration. Revelation 18:3, for all nations have drunk of the wine, these wicked philosophies of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. And this is an example. Female pilots take control of first Iranian domestic flight. All right, the reports published on Tuesday show photos of 2 pilots taken from the social media showing them, okay? And also, the pilot by the name of Nashat Jahandari on her social media page shows her, okay? So she has a social media page. They're getting this behavior from the whore, which is America. Revelation 18:3, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. Okay, and we see this real time. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. All right. One more precept. Jeremiah 51. Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon, which is codified, all right, is referring to America, have been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunk an uproar wine, therefore the nations are mad. Why? Because at the end, they're going to realize that getting in bed with America wasn't for their gain. Because these same nations are going to be judged, okay, when Yahushua returned. Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. Shalom.